Desceu atravessado. Cuidado aí, João Vitor.
Trucks and buses try to climb a muddy hill where the level of danger goes far beyond imagination. When the wheels start slipping on the slick, soft mud, you lose all control. This is Brazil, where the roads are so treacherous that not everyone dares to face them.
Aô, bichona. Vai. Vai.
A serious truck accident occurred in the middle of the desert when an oil tanker unexpectedly overturned onto its back. To carry out the rescue, a heavy-duty excavator was dispatched from a town over 100 kilometers away. After many hours of effort, the vehicle was safely recovered. Fortunately, no one was injured, and the damage was limited to minor harm to the oil tank. A truck was heavily bogged down, and several vehicles tried to pull it out, but all failed. Finally, the next day, a tracked excavator was brought in, and with just a gentle tug of the bucket, the truck was pulled out safely. A memorable rescue on the Transamazônica.
Mas também como é que não patina em cima? É. Ele tá pesado, ó.
Was ist hier passiert? Das ist eine Piste in der Nähe des Salzsees. Die Piste selber. Das spannt also über die Schaufel und was passiert?
The rescue mission for a stuck exploration vehicle at the Salt Lake in Tunisia turned into a dramatic journey. After multiple failed attempts, the Phoenix Rally team with their 8x8 Ket truck finally succeeded in the rescue. The Dust Devils family continued their journey, leaving behind a memorable story in the desert.
Mal 8 ist ein Stück nach vorne gefahren und jetzt wird die Kabine wieder leicht angehoben und leicht. Der LKW aus dem Schlamm wieder draußen ist. Das war echt ein super Job vom Bergeteam. Nach der erfolgreichen Bergung des LKWs gibt es erstmal eine Sicht.
A 119,000-pound soil stabilizer got deeply stuck in the mud, and the owner's attempts to rescue it failed. The recovery team used a Hetracker truck, 2 bulldozers, and an excavator for support. After setting up pulleys, pulling from multiple directions, and using the excavator to lift the machine's angle, they finally succeeded in the rescue. A truck loaded with acacia wood found itself in a dangerous situation, leaning heavily to one side on a slippery, muddy road, just inches away from tipping over. To prevent an accident, a large log was used as a temporary support. However, the process of pulling the truck out of the mud was extremely risky. One small mistake could have caused it to flip entirely.
Đồ tắt máy đồ nặng quá.
A truck lost its brakes while reversing to make a U-turn across the road, causing it to slide down the roadside. Fortunately, the drop was not too deep, so the situation was not too dangerous. The front of the truck remained on the road, and they used another truck to pull the stranded vehicle back up.
Lại giật lên mà. Dạ, vô. Rồi, lên luôn.
The truck went up on 3 wheels and tipped over. It came to a halt, lying. Now the truck has to be pulled backwards for 150 meters to an area where
A Scania tanker truck carrying 16,000 liters of diesel lost control and tipped over on a bridge while attempting to return to the road. The fuel was pumped out first, then the truck was pulled back 150 meters to a wider area where it could be righted. Despite the dramatic situation, the entire operation went smoothly without causing any further damage.
Stadsgården Uppsala.
22.000 toneladas. E aí, motor, você acha?
A truck carrying a 22-ton machine slipped into a muddy ditch on the BR-230 Transamazzonica route after a heavy rain. A tractor, a VM truck, and a small excavator were mobilized for the rescue. After many failed attempts with spinning wheels, the truck was finally pulled out safely.
Puxou. Olha aí, ele vai embora. Ei, meu amigo, boa viagem.
Have you ever seen a truck rescue a tractor stuck in the mud? The Scania SBAT 111 S6X6 accomplished the task brilliantly, far beyond expectations. It arrived quietly, worked silently, and left without a word. But the results spoke volumes. The Volvo TL22, also known as LUGB 912-6X6, is an off-road military vehicle produced in Sweden, featuring an advanced 6x6 drivetrain configuration. It is designed to transport troops and cargo across challenging terrain. Known for its high durability, strong water fording capability, and powerful climbing ability. The truck carrying noodles got stuck in soft ground, and the more it accelerated, the deeper the rut became. Despite being assisted by a tractor and another truck, all efforts failed. Even after unloading the cargo, the truck still couldn't get free. They will probably have to use an excavator to rescue it.
Got it.
In this episode, the Murphy's Diesel team, HB, Wrecker Rick, and De Niro, rescue a Sprinter 4X4 dangerously stuck in Chino Valley, Arizona. Big Booty Judy powerfully pulls HB. After getting lost due to Google Maps, they find the vehicle, and Rick plans how to prevent the Sprinter from tipping over and carry out a safe recovery.
Slow, 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 slow. Easy. Turn your wheels left.
In this video, a Scania truck is carrying out the task of loading and unloading a heavy container full of wet firewood. The massive weight shifting to the rear causes the front of the truck to lift off the ground, turning it into an unintended wheelie beast. Let's watch how the unloading process unfolds and whether the driver can handle this challenging situation. A heavy 30-ton fuel truck is crossing the Sahara Desert, escorted by 3 man-cat vehicles. But what brings a fuel truck out here? It turns out it's on its way to refuel the Morocco Desert Challenge race.
Yeah, gone a bit wide and
A fuel convoy got stuck on the soft roadside in a remote area of the Northern Territory, Australia. Thanks to the skilled mechanics from a nearby community, the convoy was quickly rescued and able to continue its journey, delivering essential fuel to isolated communities in the desert. In Indonesia, a truck overturned onto the roadside after the driver tried to avoid an oncoming vehicle. Rain had made the road slippery, causing him to lose control. Fortunately, the accident did not result in any injuries. What would you do when the water level of a creek rises and the bottom is soft and muddy, but the livestock still needs to be moved? In Australia, it's impressive to see a large tractor overcome the challenge, pulling heavy trucks loaded with goods across the flooded creek. The Siberian Arctic expedition was challenging, with vehicles getting stuck multiple times in the freezing snow and ice. However, the journey was incredibly exciting, filled with unexpected surprises amid the vast, pristine, and majestic white wilderness of Siberia. The muddy road was so slippery that hardly any heavy truck could make it through, and the dump truck carrying rocks was no exception. I had predicted it would get stuck. To assist, they had to use an excavator as a backup on this challenging stretch of road. In Punkakdua, East Bogor, you can still spot old Soviet ZL 164 trucks carrying sand and gravel. Produced from 1957 to 1965, these trucks feature a 6-cylinder, 5,500cc gasoline engine with 97 horsepower and 324 nanometers of torque, a 5-speed manual transmission, and a top speed of 75 kilometers per h. They still run well in West Java. The Scania 5.8 Military 6X6 is a powerful off-road truck model equipped with a high-performance V8 engine and full-time 6-wheel drive. It is designed to operate in harsh conditions, transporting military supplies, weapons, or heavy equipment across all terrains.
Kéo cho về là cái bánh nó quá trời đúng sâu rồi. Rồi quá.
The truck got stuck in a difficult spot, but fortunately, a nearby forklift came to help. They used tools to lift the truck up, then proceeded to pull it out, and finally, the truck was successfully rescued.
Đó, nâng là nhẹ nhàng nha anh em.
lại đây, lui lại đây, đừng hạ. Rồi.
Rồi, xe nâng như ra. Quá bự, quá tung bánh luôn.
Lấy lại, kêu lấy lại.
The off-road recovery truck, Scania Spat, is carrying out a rescue mission for a trailer truck stuck in the middle of a forest road. Despite its modest appearance, its power is truly astonishing. The heavy trailer was pulled out smoothly and effortlessly, like a toy. The old Scania TGB 30 started up in the freezing winter, with temperatures dropping to minus 15 degrees, to carry out an unexpected mission, towing a tractor that was stuck and frozen in a ditch. A challenging rescue amidst harsh, icy weather.